how's everybody doing? So I'm gonna try to attempt this. I have made some adjustments to my mic, which is like right here. So I've been making adjustments to that to try to make sure that whenever I talk that I've also got some drawing sounds available as well. So we shall see how this goes. So if you don't know already, this is Misha. He is from Honkai Star Rail. He is one of the butler characters and has a very important role in the storyline of Pinacone. And if you don't want spoilers, I apologize. But he is one of the, how can I say, he's kind of like the memory holder of one of the characters. Like he's a memory himself. But his story's so cute and he's absolutely precious, and I love his little idle phases and his poses and thinking like he's late for something. Got the references, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start out drawing on the iPad. Actually, I'm probably gonna do this backwards versus what most people end up doing. A lot of people start out in the sketchbook. I did kind of do like a tentative sketch of him in the sketchbook, but I wasn't really the happiest with it, and it's the proportions of him. So this is why I was playing with proportion sizes of his face. You may notice some slight changes here and there, and it's because I've been looking at a lot of Disney studies and how they draw their characters, because some people can do this. Some people can do the invisible nose and they make it look fabulous. Me, on the other hand, I just can't understand the concept. Not yet. I just cannot. And I'm going to try to incorporate more like waviness in his hair, because his hair gives me, it's got a strange shape to it. So it's like a, I don't know, jellyfish shape maybe? But at my mind, it's hard to get my mind around it, and it took me forever to figure out how exactly I wanted to do his face shape, because his face shape is not really short. It's like, I don't know, it's in between. He's like at the teen stage of the face shape, so it's not really chibi, it's not really an adult face shape, so he's at that in-between teen stage. But yes. So I went ahead and did some practice sketches of him. I looked at some pieces of article of his clothing. And so now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to possibly just do more of like the full body poses of him in this situation, so I can get more practice in. Because as I mentioned before, practice, practice, practice. And so let's go ahead and just keep to the size, mainly because I'm having issues with storage on my iPad, and it's not been the friendliest to me as of lately. It has not. Let's bring this more. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do like a, let's just kind of split a canvas up and see what I want to do. Kind of laid out. I'm not wanting to be 100% precise on everything, but I kind of want him to still be accurate, to say the least. Okay, so have his head come down more here. Chin comes down just a smidgen. Go here, here. I don't know what it is about sometimes with these head sizes and whatnot. I kind of do have some issue occasionally. Let's see, I'm going to put that there. And his eyebrow kind of comes here. We're going to make this a little bit bigger, just to give me a baseline of things. So we're going to go midway here for this. Then mouth is going to be about right there. 1, 2, 3, then here. Go ahead, bring this in. I hope everybody's doing well. Wishes are going good, warps are going good. We have a holiday coming up, so I hope everybody's holiday is well. Let's see here. Like I've mentioned before, his hair kind of does this little, like, almost jellyfish shape in a way. But we are going to make some adjustments. Body is going to, because his hair is actually off-centered somewhat. I really hope that today's video turns out well. Let's see, we're gonna make this here. It's one of those things, kind of like, honestly, I kind of probably more so take a chance when filming whenever my family is home and whatnot. This comes down here. So if we halfway get things kind of laid out, and then half the time, no lie, I end up making the head either like extremely big, or I end up making, let's see, he's got this big clock thing right here. So I never am 100% accurate on everything, which is kind of strange. You would think that I would be a little bit more accurate, but okay, so we're gonna do something kind of like this. And it's the clock. He's working on it. So if we go right here, do a circle, we're actually gonna have the face go more like this, and he actually has this part goes like so. This comes back. Then his hand is right here working on it. He kind of reminds me of Freminate from Genshin. That's the kind of vibes I get from him. I still feel like he's like a little bean that we have got to protect. Alright, so hair is going to come out. I've actually got another side picture of him for his hair. Pose right here. Let's see, this would actually be, we're going to make this side piece. I've seen a couple other people do this pose as well. Kind of like he's holding on to the memory ball. Like I mentioned before, I had it more. There we go. So we're gonna start out with the eyes and go from there. Is to keep this simple and not over focus on things. It's absolutely precious. Like I said, he just really makes you just want to protect him. Let nothing bad ever happen to him. I absolutely love this little keyhole design. I will say it does make a little difficult on some drawing aspects. Let's see here. As I mentioned before, sorry if I go super quiet. Just really in a focus mood. Haven't really done an actual like talking through process before, so the last time I tried to do that, I actually had to edit out so much and the sounds were off and it was not the best of video experiences for me. Really gotta practice my hair wispies, as I call them. Because he definitely does have some hair. He's got volume. Like, I feel like if anybody needed any hair advice or hairstyling situations, like, he would have everybody covered. Like I mentioned before, something like this, like the circle tools and everything, they're kind of a crutch, meaning that instead of trying to figure out the layout of certain things, we end up just haphazardly drawing some shapes here and there. As far as digital, we're just gonna take as much advantage of it as we can. I don't know why I did that. I will say, they really do like their ruffles in this game. This actually comes in a little bit more. So this line actually comes up and back down. Honestly, this part comes up a little bit higher. Always end up drawing things a little bit larger than what they need to be. So we're going to kind of just squish this up and bring it up a little bit. He's got these half gloves. This piece comes off here. This piece comes up here. So we have got, looks like a circle and a circle and a circle. And honestly, if I was gonna render this so much more, I would definitely put more details in the sketch, but this is just one of those quick practice sketches. It's not all sketches are like super quick. Sometimes they do take a while. It's a matter of learning how best to bring the shapes all together. I would love to be one of those people that could just quickly put things down and that is like perfect right away, but that's not me. So, let's see, I should have put that one over too far. Speaking of trying to be perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Roughly. So what I'll do is I will color in this part, because this is the part that's actually darker. Got half of him done. I always end up like I mentioned before, making things a little off. Having issues with the head shape again. I don't know what it is, but it gives me some gripes occasionally. It's like either I overdo one shape too much, or either ends up doing another shape too much, and honestly I need to bring, what do I need to bring over? I need to bring over his nose. off. Okay. He definitely does have a lot of hair wispies, so it's one of those things that kind of can be free as long as you've got your base shapes. If that makes sense. Sometimes the hair can also be a dangerous thing to just follow blindly. Let's see. And I keep end up making his face a little bit more rounder. I think that's just kind of the style I end up liking, is more round. I guess it's too where my liking for Disney comes in, because Disney does a lot of roundness, or either does a lot of sharp edges, and I'm not really liking the swooshies and the whips and whatnot. Okay, so we're gonna bring this down. So we only get part of this little piece right here that's visible before we actually have just the hand. So some people are able to, like I mentioned before, just put out shapes and it all makes sense and they have no issues, but honestly I know that takes a lot of practice to be able to do. It would be nice if you could just like automatically just get everything together. And then it wouldn't be such an issue. I still have issues too, honestly, with these hands. Let's see what I could do so it doesn't look so wonky, so to speak. Let's see what I could do. Oh no, I went freeform. Try to not make it so large. Right here needs to be like his hair. His hair wispy. Because that comes that way. This will come this way. And this is where we can have. Okay, that needs to come there. This comes here. And his jacket actually does have like a lot of detail on it, for sure. Okay. Let's say this is kind of square. In terms of the way this arm is going to be, it's going to go like this, and it kind of circulates around. Because this part, as I mentioned before, I always end up making the face either too small, too big, or something. Something's always off with the face. Leave it up to me. almost looks like the way this person's body is. It kind of goes off on the side. More of his. Okay. Turn this down. So this would make him 2. Because I'm going to leave that part of the arm over it, which would be fun, I think. Because then we're going to take this ball and then we're going to bring it. Because it's not really like it looks like a moon, but honestly it's, I'm thinking of it in terms of like the memory balls, whatever. Or better yet, he could be holding a squishmallow. A clocky squishmallow. There we go. Okay, so this would technically be like your shoulder blade area. Come down. So even if his leg comes over, we'll have his get some. A little bit more sense to me now. Okay. A little bit, not by much, but a little bit. So we'll make all this kind of dark. So instead of him holding onto the globe, he's holding onto the squishmallow of Clocky. That's what we'll do. We'll have Clocky sleep in too. That'd be cute. So if we follow the same rules as before, so this is the halfway mark, so put that there. About a little bit over. Honestly, I think this may be the pose that I would like to draw him in next. Meaning more so like as an official piece. So you know what we'll do? We'll put his hair right here. Because I don't think that the little bow would be visible on this side. Alright, so then we've got this piece here. It goes on the side because I don't know if I want his shoe to come out. And then, like I said, this just, he's got a big buckle right here. Like this just takes over the majority of it. Okay. And then it kind of comes out a little bit. And then he's got these pieces right here that stand out. Then this part kind of lines back up here. I find feet like to be the absolute weirdest thing too. That's something else like I really should practice more of. Okay, and then his foot kind of goes like so. And he's got a little bit of a heel, honestly. And then it looks like there's like a line up here. It comes somewhere. Still a little bit hard to see on the pace. But we shall. We're just winging it. Just winging it. This comes out. Possibly. Okay. So then, if we do this based off of this foot too, and then because I like the idea of the purples and a little bit lighter. Duplicate it, merge it down. That would make it too yellow. Because I don't think he's got really yellow undertone. I think he's got more of a pinkish undertone, maybe. I'll see, his hair's like a blue periwinkle kind of color, maybe. More purplish blue in it. And then the back side of it's a little bit darker. Honestly, didn't have the intention of even trying to color this because it's gonna be just the roughest sketch color session ever. Because I'm not really wanting to render 100%. I think too that helps me on getting better at not over focusing. Once again, I think that's a continued issue of mine, is just over focusing on things and not embracing the slight imperfections we have. So his collar. And actually this part as well, but we're gonna change up the coloring a little bit. And then the gloves will be slightly brighter, but not by much. A little bit darker. To kind of differentiate this part. It's not gonna be super, super dark. Misha is so relatable in his idle face. Whenever he has kind of like that freak out moment of that he's late for somewhere. He also kind of reminds me of like the way, oh, what is it? Like the hare and the rabbit kind of a theme. That's what it kind of reminds me of. No, that's probably not really purple, but we're just gonna let it be. We're gonna go a little bit. Actually, we're gonna go the lighter color up here and bring that down. So, wait, no. That's his pants. Like I said, this is just rough guesstimate, rough colors. We're not trying to be %100% accurate on any of it. I'm not seeing that goes down. Yeah, that's gold too. And then this little ascot's gold. Then we've got like a gold spot here and here. This comes that way. His hair kind of covers all of that. The blue inside. Maybe not that. It's a bit darker. Let's go with this color. I don't know why, but Robin's, in my head I was thinking about her coloring. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Now that would be cool if he had the almost the same coloring as Robin's little piece. But of course I know everybody's got their own little thing. And then the inside's like a bright blue. Embellishment. This has got its gold embellishments here. I think this sleeve is what really reminds me about Freminate and how his design is. Let's see, and actually his little coattails. This bright color. Go here. See, no, he does. I thought he had ruffles on both sides. That'd been, but of course, Hoyoverse asymmetry. I should have known. I guess like is it an ascot? Is that what that's called? Let's see, it is.
part blank, but that's okay. So his eyes have got like a dark purple. It's like a dark purple to light purple look. So I'll just kind of throw in a little brighter color there. Yeah. I think that will do. Back in some like the other colors. I think honestly whenever they do like this angle, it's actually got more blue colors to it. So go ahead. A little bit darker color here and there. Just to have some color variation. Okay. And then it goes a little lighter. And then it looks like we got some this color, move it over. A bit of this color in there. Kind of comes up a little bit more. And then I think it's a little bit darker right here. Go here with decay. And then we get the darker ones. Kind of like a purple blue. Actually make this more yellow gold, I guess. I think more this color range. Yeah. Because Clocky is not all the way white. It's more like a warm cream color. So I'll just go over that. I'll go back over it. And then he's got like a gold nose. I actually think his other hand is like a different color if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember 100%. And it just looks like they're just both snoozing. That's just so cute. Clocky almost reminds me of like a conductor, like a train conductor, like Paimon, not Paimon, like Pom Pom. Oh. Okay, then actually we've got maybe lighter blue. It has some wording right here, but I did not include it. Honestly, because I didn't know what all would be visible. So we'll just kind of rough sketch. honestly, I probably could make him a little bit lighter. So let's go just whiter on this page. Just imagine, like, they're both snoozing. I think this helps, like I said, to give a more understanding on how best to lay things out and my kind of coloring scheme that I want for him, and I think it does help. It's just a fun sketching time too. Like I said, it just helps me to understand how best to bring things to life. And how I want to render things, and because I know that they have, like I said, this pose is actually based off of whenever he has got that globe, but we're not doing that one for this. Okay. I think this does help. It gives a better understanding of how things need to lay out, and also gives more practice on drawing the character. More understanding. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna end this here. Look, 37%. We're low on iPad, and okay, let's play this time lapse and go through this real quick. I know it took me quite a while to do all of this, and I'll definitely import the time lapse, or I think I'm going to try to import the time lapse, include it into the video at the end, because I know it does help, especially with the coloring aspect. Alrighty. Well, until next time, I hope everybody's warps in Honkai Star Rail are going fabulous and you're getting all the characters you need. And if you're wishing for Firefly or either the other character, which obviously, let's see, I'm in the game now. Hang on. I will get it this time. I will get it right. Okay, either you're wishing for Firefly or you're wishing for Rune May. So hopefully your wishes are going great, and you may only be wishing trying to get the 4 stars. And if so, I hope you get everybody you need. And until next time, bye-bye!